REE Automotive is an Israel-based inventor of the next-generation EV platform, which is completely flat, scalable, and modular. 10X is a special-purpose acquisition company listed on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol VCVC with $201 million cash interest. 10X and REE Automotive have entered into a business combination agreement. The transaction is expected to close in the second quarter of 2021. Upon closing of the transaction, the combined company will be listed on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol REE. REE's disruptive corner technology enables a completely flat and modular chassis that supports all mission-specific EVs from Class 1 through Class 6. REE's EV platform provides maximum room for passengers, cargo, and batteries with the smallest footprint. In this video, we'll take a deep dive analysis of the company background and product offerings of REE. The company is expecting a revenue of $19.1 billion through the end of 2026, out of which $5 billion is through signed MOUs. We will take a look at the merger transaction and share structure details. Finally, we'll try to come up with a valuation for the best case and conservative case scenario. So please stay for the whole video so you find all the details about this EV platform SPAC. Hi, this is Arshad Ahmed, founder of DIYstockpicker.com, an investment portal dedicated to help investors make intelligent decisions. This video is for information purposes, and please do your due diligence before making any investment decisions. So let's get started. REE's technology is ideal for building mission-specific electric vehicles of all shapes and sizes, ranging from Class 1 all the way through Class 6. The company has already used this technology to build these modular platforms for different vehicle sizes, from as small as last-mile delivery vehicles, passenger autonomous cars, all the way to long-range delivery trucks. This is possible by REE's groundbreaking X-by-wire technology, which means drive-by-wire, steer-by-wire, and brake-by-wire, independently on each single wheel. The REE's technology lets its partners build vehicles in a fraction of a time at the fraction of cost. This results in the lower cost of ownership, which is a key element in commercial and fleet vehicles. REE-based vehicles can be powered either by the battery or fuel cells. They are completely agnostic to the source of the power and also agnostic to the way the industry evolves. This is a key differentiator for REE Automotive. The following are the key partnerships of REE Automotive. Mahindra is one of the largest manufacturers of electric vehicles. There is an MOU to jointly develop 250,000 all-electric commercial vehicles globally. Hino Motors is the medium and heavy-duty truck arm of Toyota. There's a joint collaboration that was formed at the Tokyo Motor Show in 2019. KYB is a top 5 Tier 1 supplier of air suspension systems. This is a partnership to develop suspension capabilities. Maxion Wheels is one of the world's largest wheel manufacturer and truck chassis systems. There is a collaboration to develop wheel design and chassis solutions. The 10X SPAC team is very experienced in investing in high-growth technology companies. Their portfolio companies that have gone public include DraftKings, Palantir, Wish, and Compass Therapeutics. The members of the team have also been early investors in Cruise, an autonomous driving platform which was later acquired by GM. Long-term strategic partners in the pipe include Cox Strategic Platform, Mahindra & Mahindra, and Magna. Let's take a look at the technology of REE. The company has two core innovations. REE Corner integrates all the traditional wheel components into the arch of the wheel, and the REE board is a completely flat and modular EV platform. Technology is completely agnostic to the vehicle size, the power source, and the driver. The company is pioneering to be the Intel of EV vehicles. Just like Intel chips power the lion's share of computers across the world, REE boards and REE corners are expected to be integrated into a wide range of electric vehicles. The X-by-wire technology of REE Corner results in a total cost of ownership. If any of the corners fail, it can be replaced in under an hour. The company also uses over-the-air updates and hardware upgrades. Intelligent preventative features are also built into the REE Corner platform. The REE board is completely flat and modular. This in turn provides more volume to either carry cargo or passengers. The OEMs can use the REE Corner technology to reduce the time to market for their offerings. The service providers can use the REE Corner technology to build mission-specific electric vehicles based on their custom specifications rather than relying on off-the-shelf offerings. REE is planning to utilize a capex-light model by building global integration centers. The company is planning to leverage its network with Tier 1 suppliers worldwide to source its components. It plans to have about 15 integration centers worldwide by 2026. The plan is to manufacture 600,000 units annually by 2026. Let's take a look at the merger transaction details. Pro forma implied equity value of $3.581 billion, $436 million cash to balance sheet to fund the building of integration centers and working capital needs. Transaction includes $201 million cash held in trust and $300 million PIPE financing. The deal is expected to close by the second quarter 2021. Let's take a look at the share structure. Total shares outstanding of 358.1 million, 83.8% existing REE shareholders, 8.4% PIPE investors, 5.6% 10x PAC shareholders, 2.2% 10x PAC sponsor shareholders. Let's try to come up with a valuation for REE. The company is expecting a revenue of $19.1 billion through 2026, out of which $5.1 billion is through signed MOUs. The capex light production capacity is expected to reach 40,000 platforms by the end of 2021 and 600,000 EV platforms by the end of 2026. The company only needs to assemble components at its integration centers. The management is expecting to be cash flow positive by 2025. For a management valuation for 2025, $5.7 billion revenue and EBITDA of $1.757 billion expected by the end of 2025. We'll use a valuation multiple of 10 for EV by EBITDA that gives an enterprise value of $17.57 billion divided by the shares outstanding of 358.1 million. That gives a valuation of $49 per share in 2025. For a conservative valuation, we'll discount the management estimates by 50%. That results in $2.75 billion revenue and EBITDA of $878.8 million by the end of 2025. We'll use again a valuation multiple of 10 for EV by EBITDA. That gives an enterprise value of $8.78 billion divided by the shares outstanding of 358.1 million, which gives a valuation of $24 per share in 2025 estimated. There are a few risk factors involved in investing in REE. The company has just finished its proof of concept and the design validation is still in progress. The company is still nascent in terms of technology and validation. The current rush of SPAC mergers with EV startups that are getting sky-high valuations may have definitely weighed in on the decision to go public so early. There are also a lot of competitors in this space of e-mobility platform with greater resources and superior technology. The ultimate success of REE will depend on its strategic relationships with Tier 1 partners, manufacturing capability to get its integration centers up and running. The management projections are extremely inflated. It'll be interesting to see how much of these projections will actually result in tangible revenues. Canoo is another EV platform company which has a lot of prototypes already built and has manufacturing partnerships with Hyundai and Kia. Apple is in talks with Hyundai and Kia for its Apple car. In that case, Canoo may be the EV platform of the future. I hope you found the video informational. I have analyzed the Canoo stock. You should see that here on the end screen and I hope to see you in that video. Thanks for watching.